Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, I just finished working. Let me get my phone. It is currently 12:28. I am finished working, so I am gonna go home. I have a job interview at 3 p.m. today, so, and it's on Zoom, so I'm gonna go home, eat something, freshen up, and get ready for this job interview. You guys, wish me luck. I hope this job interview is a good job and what I expect, because on Indeed it didn't give that much information, but let's see. Fingers crossed, you guys, fingers crossed. Pray for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go home right now, and I'll catch you guys when I get home. Bye. Well, damn. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it is later in the day. I had my job interview at 3 today, and then I fell asleep as usual. I told you guys I sleep a lot, and I was not joking. So it is currently 7:27 right now, and we're gonna talk about this job interview, and then we're gonna talk about how much money does I make as a medical assistant. I can't talk for other people, and I'm just gonna talk about me and my state. I don't know about other states, so that's what we're gonna talk about today. Right now, let's get it. I went to this job interview. Well, no, I didn't go. It was on a Zoom call. So I had this interview on a Zoom call, and it was for a physical therapy place, and the position was patient care coordinator position. Let me tell you guys, the interview went well. The lady was really sweet, and she was like, I like you. And then she was like, she was looking for somebody that was like energetic, good with customer service, very happy and outgoing, and stuff like that. So she was like, you know what, I really like you. I really like you, and I honestly think you're good for this position. I'm like, really? Oh, thank you. So, I'm already getting excited, feeling happy and feeling good to where this, feeling good about where this interview is going. So then she started telling me about the place, telling me how the office just opened. Mind you, this office is like really close to my house. It's like maybe like a 15 minutes drive away from my house. So I got really excited because it's like right there. So I'm like, damn, this gonna be like the first job that I ever get close to my house. Finally, So we started talking, and she was like, oh, the office just opened. Your schedule's gonna be 9 to 2, Monday to Friday. And once they get like more providers, then they're gonna open longer until like 5 or whatever. So she was like, would that work for you? Because it's just like part-time hours for now. I'm like, yeah, that's all right. That's cool with me. I don't care about the part-time hours. It's just right there. That's all I care about. It's right there. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. And then she was like, well, we only have one provider right now, but once we get more providers, it's gonna be busy, da. Can you handle it? Can you multitask? Stuff like that. I'm like, girl, I'm ready for you. I am ready, okay? So now I got all excited, because I'm feeling good about this interview now. So then she hit me with the, mind you, this position was not a medical assistant position. This position was a patient care coordinator position. If you guys don't know, or maybe some of you know from when I said it in one of my videos from before, I have a bachelor's degree in public health. I have a bachelor's degree in public health with a concentration in health administration. So these type of jobs, I honestly look them to basically use my public health degree and like get different type of experience rather than just being like a medical assistant like all the time. So this is why I look jobs in like different positions, so I can have experience with my public health degree and, you know, stuff like that. So I was like, okay, yeah, I like this. Plus the hours is not crazy. I finish work at 2 o'clock. I can come home, do stuff, edit videos, make videos, you know, do all the stuff. So I have time to do all the stuff. So now she hit me with the how much I'm gonna be getting paid. So she was like, okay, so let's talk about money. I'm like, okay. I said, well, I don't know. So I said, well, I don't know how much you guys are offering, because the ad on Indeed didn't have like no money on there. It just had like the details of the job and the positions, the schedule, whatever you guys had on there, but you guys never had like anything about money. So I don't know how much you guys offering. I don't know. So I told her, she was asking me how much I was looking at. So I'm like, no, you tell me how much you guys are offering first, because let me tell you guys one thing. You don't want to say how much you're looking at and then they was gonna pay you higher, but because you say a figure, they be like, okay, like agree with it. For example, if you apply to a job and they ask you how much you're looking at, and in your heart, let's say you're looking at $20 an hour, but originally they was about to pay you $25, but you jumped out and say, yeah, I'm looking for $20 an hour. Like, what do you think gonna happen? They're gonna be like, oh, like 20, yeah, $20 an hour, yeah, we gonna pay you $20 an hour, yeah, whatever you want, yeah, So this is why I listen to their number first. I be like, no, you tell me what you offering first, and then I'm gonna let you know if that's what I'm gonna accept or not. You know what I mean? So that's what I told her. So she was like, well, I'm gonna be straight up with you. We're offering $15 to $16 an hour. You guys, I kid you not. When I was on the interview, I almost gagged on my own saliva, okay? When she said $15 to $16 an hour, I was like, say what now? Say what? I was like, no ma'am. First of all, this is a patient care coordinator position. If you want me to coordinate a whole office, do the paperwork, do the prior authorization for the insurances, what else I was supposed to be doing? I forgot the whole list of stuff that she had me doing. And I'm like, wait, no. You're not gonna have me be doing all this for $15 to $16 an hour. You guys, let me tell you something. When I first became a medical assistant, this was back in May of 2016. I started with $15 an hour as a medical assistant. $15 an hour. I started back in May of 2016. We are in December of 2021, and you want to tell me that you're gonna pay me $15 to $16 an hour? What? Like, hell no. This is what I was making 5 years ago. Literally 5 years ago. You're not gonna look at me and tell me you're gonna pay me $15 to $16 an hour. Mind you, for those of you guys who don't know, in New York City, because it's not New York State. Different places in New York have different minimum wages. But in New York City, where I live, in the city, minimum wage is $15 an hour. So you're gonna look at me with an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, not to brag on anything, but you're gonna look at me and ask me to be a patient care coordinator for a whole office, to coordinate a whole office and pay me $15 to $16 an hour? You guys, first of all, that is minimum wage. Like I said, in New York City. I don't know about any other place, any other state. I don't know. But in New York City, minimum wage is $15 an hour. So no, I'm not going to take that job to do all that for $15 an hour. I don't know what is with these business places. They are so cheap. They don't like to pay. And I'm just like, you think I went to school for free? When I started working as a medical assistant, I started at $15 an hour. And this was back in 2016. When I left my medical assistant job, I honestly left, like fully quit in September of 2020. Last year, September. And I left at making $18.50 an hour. That's what I left making. And then, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, but if you are per diem, you get paid more, simply because you're not getting any benefits. You're not getting any like insurance, like none of that. Nothing the job has to offer. You're just getting your paycheck and that's it. So this is why per diem people get paid more. So then I become a per diem at my job. That's why I only used to go to work like 3 days a week, sometimes 2 days a week. So once you're per diem, you get paid more. So I was making more than the $18.50 that I left with in September of last year. So while I was working as a medical assistant, I went back to school and I went back to school for public health. So while I was working, I went to school in the night and sometimes online. And then I got my bachelor's in public health with a concentration in health service administration. So I started looking these admin job. My first admin job was in an emergency room at a hospital as a senior admitting clerk. You guys, this was a job before I even started YouTube, honestly. But with that job, basically I was admitting patients to the hospital. I would choose which bed they would go to once the doctor assigned like what unit they would go to. I would register the patients once they get off the ambulance. I would get like alerts when the ambulance is coming and stuff like that. And that job paid me $25 an hour, and I used to work overnight, and the overnight differential was $2. So I was basically getting $27 an hour. And when I used to work at the hospital that I used to vlog at in labor and delivery as a unit coordinator, I used to get around the same thing. I used to get $23 an hour, but their differential was $2. So which added up to the $25 an hour. And I used to work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. majority of the time. So I used to get the differential. The only time I would work in the day is when I was training or if I'm covering somebody or working extra. but that was in Connecticut. Connecticut paid less than New York, so that's why I didn't mind. It was just like $2 less, so I didn't mind. So this position that I applied to is similar to like all the other positions that I had, and you're gonna look at me and tell me you're paying me $15 to $16 an hour. Like, no, I'm not taking nothing less than $25 an hour, and that's my minimum. Okay, so in this job that I'm working at, I don't know how much they're paying me, honestly. They just told me $920 a week. And honestly, I make way more than that because I get overtime. Even though sometimes I might leave early in this job right now, even though sometimes I might leave early, um, there are days where I would stay like really late. And when I stay really late, it will make up for like those days that I leave early. So this is why now I'm just like $15. Like, are you behind time, or like did you get the memo? Like, the minimum wage is like $15 an hour. So why are you still paying that? Like, and let me tell you guys, I honestly feel like medical assistants get downplayed a lot, and I feel like a lot of business places or like doctor offices or whoever we may work for, I feel like they don't really recognize or realize like how much work we do. So they kind of like downplay us a lot. That's how I feel. I don't know how you guys feel, but you guys can let me know your opinion in the comments down below. But this is how I feel. I feel like people don't really recognize the amount of work that we do. So they feel like they can just pay us whatever they want. And honestly, I don't think it's fair. I have 5 years of experience of being a medical assistant. And I didn't even go to like one of those programs, those medical assistant programs where you go for like 6 months and then graduate with a certificate. Like, I actually have a degree in medical assistant that I went to school for 2 years for. And I learned everything. Some of the programs don't even teach you everything about medical assistant. They literally teach you like the basics that you need to know, like EKG, phlebotomy. Like, I learned everything. Like, I learned billing, coding, the CPT code, the ICD-10 codes. I learned office procedures, medical terminology, the business aspect, the legal aspects, the what else? The labs, the EKG, phlebotomy, like literally everything. What I'm saying is a degree holds a lot of weight. Like, it's a whole associate's degree, not a certificate from a program. And I'm not knocking anybody that get the medical assistant certificate from a program. I'm just saying, like, based off like how much people trying to pay people, like no, like they don't even take all these stuff into consideration, like your experience, your degree. Like, what? No. So yes, you guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I am done rambling. I am done rambling and complaining. But you guys, I feel like medical assistants need to get paid more, and people need to take us more seriously and recognize all the work that we put in and everything that we be doing, because we do a lot of work. We have to deal with patients' attitudes, do their vitals, do their labs, do their blood work, EKGs, whatever else they need, call all the doctor office, referrals. Like, we have to do like a lot, okay? Like, a lot. And they don't pay us for what we're worth. Like, a lot of places, they don't pay us for what we are worth. And I just don't think it's fair. And we need to be paid more. That's what I think. With that being said, I will catch you guys tomorrow in my next video. Bye-bye.